A woman who is truly loyal won't put herself in the position to cheat. Loyalty is not just about resisting temptation. When it comes knocking, it's about avoiding the very doors that could lead her astray. Think about it. If a woman has to fight off temptation every day, then she's already walking too close to danger. A loyal woman understands the value of boundaries, and she honors them even when no one is watching. But let's get real here. In today's world, loyalty is rare. Social media DMs, constant attention, and people trying to test relationships make it easy to slip into the wrong situations. That's why this message is important, not to bash women, but to teach men what to look for, what to avoid, and most importantly, how to value loyalty above temporary beauty and sweet words. Brothers, if you're listening, I need you to stay with me for the next few minutes. By the time we're done, you'll have a clearer picture of what true loyalty looks like, the red flags you've been ignoring, and the role you must play as a man to attract and keep a truly loyal partner. Want loyalty versus temptation. A loyal woman doesn't wait until temptation is staring her in the face before she decides to be faithful. No, she avoids the situations that would even allow temptation to grow. She doesn't keep male friends who secretly want more. She doesn't entertain late-night conversations with men who aren't her partner. She doesn't hide behind excuses like, "It's harmless," or "We're just chatting." A woman who is truly loyal already knows the risks, and she protects the relationship by keeping her boundaries clear. And here's something men need to understand. Loyalty is not about what she does when you're around. It's about what she does when you're not watching. Anybody can act faithful when their partner is in the room. But real loyalty shows up when she's out with friends, when someone tries to flirt with her at work, or when she's feeling upset with you. In those moments, her discipline, her values, and her respect for the relationship reveal themselves. So if you want to measure loyalty, don't just listen to words. Pay attention to patterns, habits, and boundaries. Because a woman who constantly puts herself in risky positions is showing you that loyalty is not her priority. And as a man, you cannot afford to ignore those signals. Beauty versus loyalty. Too many men confuse beauty with loyalty. Let's be honest, everywhere you go, you'll find attractive, beautiful, and sexy women. That's not rare. What's rare is finding a woman who is both beautiful and disciplined enough to remain loyal. A loyal woman doesn't use her beauty as a weapon to seek attention from other men. She doesn't need the validation of strangers to feel good about herself, because her self-worth comes from within, and from the bond she shares with her partner. Here's the truth. Beauty can grab attention, but it can't hold down a relationship. Loyalty, respect, and character are what build something lasting. Many men chase physical attraction and end up broken-hearted because they ignored loyalty. They were blinded by looks and failed to notice that the woman had no boundaries, entertained every man in her inbox, and enjoyed the thrill of attention more than the responsibility of commitment. So listen carefully. Never trade loyalty for beauty. A woman's physical appearance may fade, but loyalty only gets stronger with time. A beautiful woman who is disloyal will bring chaos. But a loyal woman, even if the world doesn't celebrate her like an Instagram model, will bring you peace, stability, and respect. Choose wisely, because the cost of ignoring loyalty is heartbreak you could have avoided. 3. Loyalty tested in hard times. A woman's loyalty is not proven when everything is good. It's proven when life gets difficult, when the money is flowing, when dates are frequent, and when everything feels exciting. Almost anyone can stay around. But what happens when challenges come? When you lose your job, when stress builds up, or when you can't provide everything you used to? That's when you see who's truly loyal. A loyal woman doesn't abandon you in the storm. She doesn't run to another man the moment things get hard. Instead, she stands beside you, encourages you, and helps you find strength to keep pushing forward. She understands that relationships are not built only for the sunny days. They're built to weather storms together. But a disloyal woman, the moment things get rough, she starts comparing you to others. She entertains men who promise her shortcuts. She makes you feel like you're not enough, instead of reminding you that you'll rise again. That's why hard times are the ultimate loyalty test. As a man, pay attention to how a woman reacts in your struggles. Does she encourage you or belittle you? Does she stand firm or look for the exit? Because if her loyalty disappears when the pressure rises, then it was never real loyalty, it was convenience. 4. Boundaries and self-respect. A loyal woman knows the power of boundaries. She doesn't need you to constantly tell her what's acceptable and what's not, because her self-respect already guides her choices. She respects herself too much to flirt around, entertain what-if situations, or put herself in compromising positions. Boundaries are not about restriction. They are about protection, and a loyal woman values protecting the relationship she has. Think about it. If a woman enjoys too much male attention, if she can't say no to certain invitations, if she thrives on being desired by others, then she's not building walls to protect your relationship. She's leaving the door wide open. That kind of behavior shows immaturity, not loyalty. On the other hand, a loyal woman doesn't just respect you, she respects herself. She understands that her actions reflect her values. She won't trade loyalty for a few compliments, for a bit of attention, or for a temporary thrill. Her boundaries are clear. She knows where friendship ends, where temptation begins, and where to walk away. So as a man, when you're looking for loyalty, look for the woman who protects herself, her dignity, and your bond with her. Because loyalty without boundaries is impossible. Boundaries are proof of self-control, and self-control is proof of loyalty. 5. Why men shouldn't police loyalty. One of the biggest mistakes men make is trying to police loyalty. They think that checking her phone every night, questioning her about every move, or following her around will guarantee faithfulness. But here's the truth. If a woman wants to cheat, she'll cheat. No amount of surveillance will stop it. The real question isn't whether you can catch her. It's whether she values the relationship enough to never put herself in that position in the first place. A truly loyal woman doesn't need a babysitter. She doesn't need constant suspicion, and she doesn't make you feel paranoid. Her actions reassure you without you having to ask. She gives you peace, not anxiety. That's how you know she's loyal. And men, listen carefully. When you spend all your energy trying to control a woman, you're neglecting the most important thing, your purpose. Your mission as a man isn't to be a detective in your own relationship. It's to build, grow, and lead. A loyal woman aligns with that vision. She supports it, and she makes your journey lighter. But a disloyal woman, no amount of policing will change her nature. So instead of wasting energy trying to catch her, put that energy into becoming the best version of yourself. Build your life, stay on your mission, and you'll naturally attract a woman who matches your values. Real loyalty cannot be forced. It is freely given. The real test of loyalty isn't what she does when you're sitting beside her. It's what she does when you're not around. Anybody can act faithful in front of their partner, but loyalty shows up in the moments you don't see. When she's out with friends and men try to get her attention, does she entertain it? Or does she shut it down immediately? When she's at work and someone flirts with her, does she laugh along? Or does she set the boundary? When she's upset with you, does she go looking for comfort from another man? Or does she work through it with patience and respect? That's the heart of loyalty. It's not about grand declarations. It's about small, consistent choices when no one is watching. A woman who is truly loyal protects your name even